Hey guys, how you doing? This is Dan McDonald, the Life Regenerator, and I just wanted to make a quick video here. Of course, it's probably going to end up being 10 minutes because you know I'm just a chatterbox. I just got back from training for the ride. I started training today. I just got out of the shower. I feel great. I did want to let you all know that I so much appreciate the donations that came in for the laptop. It's really cool that you guys are willing to do that. This is definitely a team. It's kind of like a ministry. You know, I tend to not go that direction, but I have that in my personality, kind of like Dan the preacher. But I don't do that on this channel because what I try to do is become as much all encompassing as I can for people, and for all walks of life. Like I said, there's every religion on here, and it's not really a religious or a spiritual channel, but yet it is. It can't help but to be because of who I am. But anyways, I just wanted to thank you guys so much. And for doing that for me, sending in donations. Anyways, I did want to let you know, this is what I wanted to let you guys know, and the reason why I decided to make this video is because the MacBook Air was just that came into my mind, and now I've spent the day learning from Krista and several comments about the MacBook Air. It's not as it's a little more flimsy. It doesn't have as much power, and so you know, I just threw that out there because I played with it in Santa Monica and I thought it was really cool. And if anybody's ever been a bicycle tourist or an adventure type person, then you know that weight is everything. People, you know, and people might be like, well, it's just a pound and a half. But believe me, when you're out there on the bike, a pound and a half here, a pound and a half there, you know, half a pound here and a pound here, when you're dealing with equipment like that, when you're dealing with riding anywhere from 20 to 100 miles a day, it makes a big difference. So that was kind of where my head was. I'm not attached to the MacBook Air. In fact, at this point, I don't think that I really even want to get that one. I'll take on a little bit more weight because I don't really know anything about technology, but throughout the day, I've got a lot of comments and feedback about computers and stuff like that. And Krista's been doing some, she knows a lot more than I do. So the other thing is too, I just want a brand new computer because of the problems that I've had in the past already with used computers. Plus, this is my job. I mean, I'm going to be on this computer probably for years to come. So it's like, let's just get this done, get a good one, and get it over with so that I can be out on the road and doing my thing and being able to do what I do here, which is answer a lot of questions and just really sending Krista the videos is the main thing. I'm not able to answer the questions the way I used to. Some of them have to get overlooked. It's just the way that it is. I'm sure that most of you understand. This is getting to be a pretty popular channel and stuff like that. So the more important ones I hone in on. Another little secret is that I tend to do Facebook a little bit more seriously. Like I tend to look at Facebook as a little bit more personal than the YouTube, just because like on Facebook, you don't get a lot of like trolls and stuff like that. Oh, I hate you. You are too skinny, you know. It's funny, crazy stuff on YouTube. It's just bizarre, some of the things I see, but it's cool because it's made me a lot stronger person. So Facebook's a little secret. If you're not my friend on Facebook and you want to like, you know, stay in contact with me, I'm not going to promise anyone anything, especially when I'm on the ride. You know, I'm going to be riding, you know, anywhere from 2 to I've rode 12 hours in a day before in Mexico one day, 115 degrees. I rode 100 miles. I ate 10 oranges and 2 coconuts. That day was the most miraculous day. And then I was in this phase of my life where I was taking things from people that they were, if something was offered to me, I would take it. Well, I learned that was a mistake real quick because I had been totally on raw foods. But then I'm hooked up with these Mexican dudes and they were like, hey, come over, man. Yeah, come on over, man. And guess what they had? Fried potatoes, fried fish, and Corona. They were offering me, and I was in that phase of life where if someone offers you something, you should take it. Well, that was the dumbest thing because I went from a very elevated state of consciousness and bliss by eating 10 oranges and 2 coconuts and like a gallon of water, riding 100 miles, and then to do that kind of thing after being a raw foodist all through Mexico, riding anywhere from, like I said, 20 to 100 miles a day in the sun, drinking lots of water, purifying my body. Then when I ate those fried potatoes and those fried fish, man, I just saw the light disappear out of my eyes. It was a major, could have been the corona too, but anyways, it was cool. But that was a major lesson. I'll never forget that day. It was one of the most profound, bizarre lessons for me on so many different levels. But this video is cool because you guys are so cool. This is like a ministry. I try not to ask for too much. I just need what I need, and that's that. And there's a few people that had to get blocked because, like, oh, you're selling out. I'm selling out, but a lot of people know what I do here. A lot of people have asked questions, and I've gotten back to you, and they're surprised. They're like, wow, nobody ever gets back to me on YouTube, but you do, Dan. That's crazy, and I do my best. And like I said, I'm not going to promise anything. We're creeping up on 10,000 subscribers. Isn't that cool? Again, I do this. I don't do this. It's doing me. It's just doing me. I am surrendering more and more deeply into the process. This is, like I said, though, this is a ministry. And the more of us that can get together and team up and keep a guy like Dan going, the more potential we have to get this message out, which is a message of foods made with and grown in love and integrity in healthy soil. Getting truly healthy instead of like pills and potions and lotions and cutting and things like that, where, hey, you know what I say about Western medicine? There's a lot of really good stuff about it. If you get your arm chopped off, it's really good to go to the hospital and get it sewn back up. But for as far as chronic and acute illnesses and stuff, I just think we're going the wrong direction. I'm not going to say any more about that, but I want to see people get healthy and not have to go through any of that stuff. Like with this ozone, it's the first time I've been sick in, like, I can't even tell you, years and years and years. And it's not really sick. It was just an attack on my, my immune system. And as you can tell, I'm still going through it. But this training and the breathing exercises I've been doing, I think, is really going to help. I just love sitting here chatting with you guys in this way. I have to tell you, the talking head videos that I do here are one of the best for me because I'm very comfortable in my little chair right here where I spend several hours a day. I can also focus too. When I'm out on adventures and stuff, I can focus on as much as what I want to say. So on these talking head videos, I do get more information packed in. So thank you for helping me to get this message out by you just coming here and watching the videos and supporting this channel. A lot of people support monetarily, some don't, and that's okay. It doesn't matter. I just want you to start thinking in abundance consciousness for your own self. I know what it's like to not be in abundance consciousness, and I want you to be in abundance consciousness. I want you to believe in the power of the universe. I want you to believe that there is more than enough for everybody, and yourself included. I want you to believe that you're worthy, that you're worth all the money in the world. You're worth more than gold. Your own life and your own experience and your own relationship with yourself. So that I hope that you can continue to cultivate a deep and loving relationship with yourself that will emanate all throughout this society, in America and all around the world, because I know this is a worldwide channel, and the earth is changing and the consciousness is expanding and we are evolving. And I believe we're evolving from Homo sapiens to Homo spiritus. Some people might get upset, and I'll probably hear something about that, but in my own personal beliefs, we are evolving from Homo sapien into Homo spiritus, where the man is finally run by the higher self, searching deeply inside for a higher truth, a way of serving something bigger than himself, believing in something bigger than yourself. And it gives me so much power and joy to go beyond my own little boring story, because believe me, could care less about the Dan. But I want to see this thing grow where, hey, I'm just one guy spreading a message, whole foods, raw foods, fruits, vegetables, and love. And if they're not into it, they're not into it. But I think that you're into it, and I think that that's what this world needs, is some physical healing for the body, some emotional healing for the heart, and let's get our heads screwed on right in whichever way we can. I'm going to share as much as I can about everything that I can that I've done to improve my own life, and I want to see your life improve. Thank you so much for everything, you guys. You're the best. We're a family.